Peace, 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 peace. It's Chocolate AMUN-RA and the morning message. It's cold outside. That's not the message, but it's cold outside. Okay. The sun rises. Let's give all credit to the Creator and all due respect to the Creator. It allows us to wake up every morning, sunshine, or if it ain't sunny out. But let's give all that respect to the Creator. Because without the Creator, we ain't nothing. He's in our DNA and we are Him, whether you like it or not. The sun rises. Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Amun. Peace, 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 peace. Today's message is between religion that's bound, and spirituality. You should have known I was bound to come back to talk about that one. Because even to this day, some of you still believe in religion. Religion is created through man. Spirituality is the creator of the universe that flows through all things. You cannot see spirituality. It just flows naturally. It's like walk by faith and not by sight. For those who read the Bible, 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verses 7. You walk by faith and not by sight. Sight is to be able to see. And from that point on, from seeing, you believe that you know. Faith is not seeing anything. It's just basically, you know you breathing in air, you know you feel the wind, but you can't see it. But you know it's there. We'll use those two small illustrations. Now the reason why I'm talking about religion this morning and spirituality, because I want to break a simple format. And I know at the end of the day, people are going to choose what they want. And I don't have a problem with that. But this is on my mind, and ancestors woke me up and said it's time to get up, and this is what I want you to say. Well, let's get started. It's not going to be no long one, but quick. Anyone that has a baby, anyone that has a child, you can relate what I'm about to say. This is an example. Religion is bound. Religion gives you rules and tell you what to do. Right? It tells you what to do. Because whoever is the head of the institution or whoever is head of the organization, they're going to put rules for you to follow. But these rules could be broken. Spirituality is you flow through all things. Your deity, you, not your flesh. You got to train your flesh to a mature state of mind. But your deity, which is perfection, which it flows, which you can't see with the naked fleshly eye, your deity is already perfection because it's the creator. The DNA inside that is the creator, which you are the creator. Now, most of you people go, what kind of mess he talking about? But this is one of the illustrations I want to tell you. Don't forget about those who have children. You live inside a rock. 3 suns. This is what they tell you. 3 rocks from the sun, excuse me. This sun, that thousands and possible millions of years, human civilization has been living under this sun. Different civilizations understand the factor of this sun has bringing heat to keep us alive. They're not worshiping the sun to say it is God. It is saying this is a representation. Because without the sun, we are dead. We will not exist. Okay? Now, Number two, simple illustration. I'm using religion to a more a format, if you will. You have a baby. Your baby's 4 or 5 years old. The baby goes, I'm going to give you two illustrations. The baby comes up to you while you're cooking food, mother, father, whoever's cooking the food. You tell the baby, go into the other room, honey. The baby looks at you. But the baby sees this flame of fire. It sees it. It does not know what it is. It feels a strange feeling. That feeling is heat. So the baby's curiosity has now arisen, awoken. Ask yourself this question. How many times you told the baby to get out the kitchen? Why does the baby come back? Have you ever asked yourself these questions? The baby comes back because it wants to know what is that flame. It has not registered in the baby's head what this flame can do. Now, your voice loudly would scare the baby and it would turn around and walk away. But the baby's curiosity and also the baby looking at this flame has not met its destination. Means I need to know. Now, some babies you could tell, stay out the kitchen, and the baby stays and goes away. Not because of the flame, because your voice has saved the baby for the point and time and only for the moment. Now the baby, some babies will come back to the kitchen when it believes that your voice is not as loud. So it will come back to the kitchen and creep up on you to get close to that flame because it needs to know and it wants to know what is that blue flame. And the baby will actually put his hand close to the flame. Now, if any one of you sitting up here saying, oh, that's nonsense, then you fooling yourself. Because I could also use a candy example. How many times a baby went in, you tell a baby, don't eat that candy, or don't touch that food. Why does it touches it? Because it needs to know. It has not registered in his head or her head. Your voice scares the baby away, but it did not forget what it is. I want to taste it. I got to know. You understand that? Now, you telling the child and giving it instructions, right? The child either is going to listen or don't. Religion, it gives you instructions. You're an adult. It's going to tell you. It's going to tell you, give you instructions, tell you what you're not to do. Either you're going to listen or you won't. Well, spirituality, it's not like that. It's already in you. Spirituality, it's already in you. You see, the baby, without instructions, once that baby touches that candy or get close to the flame and it feels it, pay attention. It feels the heat, it pulls back because it registered it hurts, right? Just because you told that baby not to touch the flame, it doesn't mean that it registered because it doesn't know if it hurt or not. You're protecting it. You understand? It's the same thing with the candy because it can put a candy in his mouth that the baby don't like. Now, just because you told the baby not to eat that candy, for the moment, you protect the baby from its taste, its natural taste. Understand what I'm saying? And the baby will, if it puts the candy in his mouth, it could choke. 1, 2, the baby could taste this nasty taste that it won't like. And guess what? It could mess the baby up. I don't want that. But the baby have now registered that that piece of candy does not taste good. And what would say it, but it restored this information. Religion is you're telling it what to do. You understand my concept now? You're telling you what to do. It's a brainwash process. Spirituality is not. You will take your time to meditate. You will take your time to understand the universe. You will take your time to understand the Creator, why and how come and what is purpose for you. Religion doesn't tell you what the purpose for you. It's only telling you what you should do. Why you think a lot of people, when they're in religion, they still do bad behavior? Because you under construction from a person telling you what you should not do. When in reality, your spirituality that flows, you're going to go out there and observe and want to taste and want to understand what the world is about. This is why so many people, even though when they're in religion, some people are bound, and they literally, you can see their face. They don't look free. They're not free. Now, religion can also save you. Some people, they go religion, and guess what? They fine, they beautiful, everything is great. But don't get it twisted. These people become so institutional that then they believe they're greater than everyone else. And they will hide so many mistakes that you wouldn't even know. Spirituality, you're going to see it natural. It's going to come natural. It's common sense. You use these things as it flows, things that flows from left and right, up and down. You're going to learn these things every day. The smell, the taste, the look, the feel, without being bounded. I'm Chocolate AMUN-RA. It's going to be a part 2 if I don't forget. Religion and spirituality, we got to look at it in many different forms. It's not always about the biblical. Peace.